Hey, love, this is Valerie Love. So I want to talk with you a little bit about the Sedona retreat that we're going on because I get a lot of comments from folks saying, Val, I wish I could go with you to Sedona. And I often wonder what that means. I wish I could go with you to Sedona. I wish I could go with you on one of your retreats. I often am puzzled by that because if your soul calls you to go, go. If your soul calls you to go, go. So let's talk about a couple of those times for me. You might have heard me talk about my story about the first time my soul called me to Sedona. The first time my soul called me to Sedona, oh my goodness, I was married and I was married to a person that absolutely did not want to go to Sedona. His soul wasn't calling him to Sedona. Mine was calling me to Sedona. So we were in Arizona and I kept asking, we were there, and I kept asking, how can I get to Sedona? We had a rental car. How can I get to Sedona? How far is it? We were in Phoenix and they said, oh, Sedona is a good little drive from Phoenix. It's not like around the corner. I'm like, well, where? Where is it? Where is it? I mean, I don't mind the drive. Where is it? And well, you got to go out, it's a ways, it's a ways. So I kept persisting. I kept persisting. I kept persisting. Finally, one morning, I got in the car and I said, tomorrow morning, I'm going to Sedona. And I knew I had to go. I had to go. I could not go. You ever have something like that happen? Like your soul is calling you to go somewhere. I don't understand why people don't just get up and do that thing. Get up and go follow it. Go follow the call of your soul. Stop talking about I ain't got money, I ain't got my husband won't let me, my wife won't let my job. I'm working my job. They might not let me off. What does any of that have to do with your soul? I mean, stop it. Stop. You are shackling your soul. You're shackling your soul. And it's horrible. Stop it. So here I go. I get in the car and so I'm driving and driving. They're like, your flight leaves today. And my flight was leaving like midday and I left at like 6, 7, 8 in the morning, sometime real early in the morning. And I figured, oh, well, I'll be back. It's just right there, Phoenix, LA, Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. That was it. Um, I'll be back. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what was going to happen. Trust me. So I get in the car and I'm driving. Got to get to Sedona. Got to get to Sedona. Got to get to Sedona. I'm going up the road to some, and I know I'm getting closer and closer and closer. I see the red rock, the red rock. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. And then I see Bell Rock. Just like the pictures, the tears start coming. Oh my God, this is so amazing. This is incredible. And so I'm driving into Sedona. I don't even know where I'm going. And so all of a sudden the car goes right. So I turn right and there I go, up a road. I don't even know why I'm going up. And then on the left, I see this chapel just like jutting out from the side of the concrete. I mean, the mountain. I'm in awe. Something says go there. I said, okay. I pull in and I go and Chapel of the Holy Cross. Incredible. I go inside, I sit down, I have this moving experience. I'm sitting in the Chapel of the Holy Cross. I sit down, there are the candles burning, there are people all around. It's silent, it's beautiful, it's moving. There's an energy in that space. Has to be a vortex that is this healing vortex. I'm sitting there and I close my eyes and the tears are flowing and I don't know how long I'm there. I don't know if I'm there for like 10 minutes or an hour. By the time I open my eyes and look around, I know I'm in another dimension when I close my eyes, when I open my eyes. I don't know how long I've been there. I look around, I don't have a clock, I don't have anything with me. I'm just being. Just being. This is what my soul wanted. I tell you no lie. When I sat down on that chair, I had a condition in the body temple. When I sat down on that pew in the chapel, when I got up from that pew in the chapel, I did not have that condition in the body temple anymore. In that way, it has never presented in that way again like it was back there. I kid you not. I sat down with it. I got up not with it. Now, if that is what could happen, if you follow the call of your soul to Sedona, if that is what could happen, would wild horses stop you from being there? I don't think so. I don't think so. You would say, you would start to put the energy in motion. Okay, I'm going to Sedona. I don't yet know how the abundance will manifest for it. Yet I know that when my soul calls me somewhere, it also knows that I require the money to get there. I mean, what? God doesn't know about money? I mean, that is so crazy. Of course God knows you need money. Of course God knows you need gas. Of course God knows you need a car or airline tickets or hotels. All that stuff is already taken care of, but you're faithless. You're just so freaking faithless. Can I just put it out there like it really is? You're faithless, boo. You're faithless. And if you're faithless, how can you get the prize? How can you get the gold? How can you get the thing that your soul wants to give you if you're faithless? All this stuff comes to people of extreme faith. You want to walk on water, but you won't get out the boat. You won't never know if you can walk on water or not if you're sitting inside the boat. Oh, I sure wish I could walk on water. Oh, Peter looks great. Oh, if I could just do that, that'd be great. Yeah, but my job doesn't let me walk on water. Let me ask my boss if I can get time off to walk on water. Oh, but I don't have money to walk on water. What the hell is that? That doesn't even sound right. It's bizarre. And if you're doing that to yourself, stop it. Stop it. I made the decision that wherever my soul calls me, I'm going. My soul called me to Africa, I went. My soul called me to Hawaii, I went. My soul called me to South America, Belize, I went. My soul called me to Jamaica, I went. My soul called me to Sedona, I went. My soul called me to Sedona again, I went. My soul calling me to California, I went. My soul is calling me now to New Orleans, Louisiana, I leave on Tuesday. That's it. Follow the call of your soul. Forget about all the rest of the stuff. Let me say something about this that I just read that was in a magical work that was so profound. I believe Aleister Crowley said this. And yeah, people think he was like the wickedest man that ever walked the planet, whatever, whatever. However, he was a mighty mage. I believe it was he that said this. If you haven't noticed by now, in order to do magic, in order to follow the call of your soul, in order to be on the spiritual path as you are called to be on the spiritual path, you must leave father, mother, brother, sister, children, everybody. You've got to be willing to leave everybody. Now, you might not leave them all, but you've got to be willing to leave them all. You might not have to live life without them all, but you got to let them know that you're willing to do it. You're willing to. It's just like Abraham. We have it in the myth or the legend that he was standing over his son and he had the proverbial knife. We know the story, right? And God told Abraham to kill his son. Now we know all this is not a literal story. Stop thinking that it's literal so you don't miss the point. What is that a story of? That is a story to tell your subconscious mind, because story and allegory and myth and legend really get in there into the subconscious mind on a level that my regular words could never reach. So he's holding the knife over his son and he draws it back and he's going to stab his son. He's going to kill him. And as his hand is in the air and he has the resoluteness to kill him, and all heaven knows he has the resoluteness to kill him, the angel stops him. No. What? He said, don't kill your son. Okay. But he was willing to. You see, sometimes you don't have to follow through with leaving everybody. You just have to be willing to. You just have to be willing to say, God's first, everything else, take a number. Everything else in my life, take a number. And if any of y'all are in any way conflicting with what my spirit is telling me, y'all got to roll. Or I'm rolling. You ain't got to roll, but guess what? I'll roll. Because it's just not happening. It is not happening that I will allow my life to be in conflict with my soul. Not allowing it. It is no way I'm allowing anyone in my life to continue to exist in my world or in my life that is in conflict with my soul. See ya. Bye-bye. I don't care if you're the one that birthed me. I don't care if you're the one that lent your sperm to create me. I don't care if you're the one that was in the same womb with me or that came out of the same womb that I was in, like all my siblings. There's one that does not speak to me that I don't speak to him. I haven't seen him in years. There's one that speaks to me when I speak to her, when we see each other, my dear sister, because I'm just fellowship as a Jehovah's Witness. And then there's one who he and I have a conversation with, that we have an open, connected, clear conversation with. Mama, she didn't want to talk to me for years because I was disfellowship as a Jehovah's Witness and she was a devout Jehovah's Witness. We had the love thing going, but not the communication, not the camaraderie, not the getting together over dinner. Same with my father. Now, my mother is not in this life anymore. Now she's right here on my shoulder. My father is still in this life. We don't have that kind of relationship. My father and I don't talk. And what is that? That is because on the path of my soul, magic and living according to what I know my soul is calling me to live, I had to be ready to leave behind father, mother, brother, sister. Because who doesn't leave behind father, mother, brother, or sister is not worthy of me. That's what the Christ said. The man said, Christ said, come follow me. The man said, oh, let me go first and bury my father because my father just died. Let me go bury my father. He said, let the dead bury their dead. He's dead. What you going to do for him now? Come on. Couldn't do it. He couldn't do it because he was so attached to the whole family thing. Cut them cords. You may not have to live without them, but you have to be willing to. So here, that talks about the family aspect of people who don't get you if you want to go to Sedona. My husband didn't get me when I was wanting to go to Sedona. He didn't get it. That's okay. He didn't have to. It wasn't his soul calling him. Remember, I said it was mine. Okay, I get to Sedona. I have this profound experience. I get by the time I get back to Phoenix, you can imagine I miss my plane. You think I can? I was floating on there. I was like, I had this spontaneous healing in my body. I had found my first magic wand. My mind was blown. I was sitting in the vortex of energy. I wasn't even on the planet. I was like, they were looking at me like, Earth to Val, are you here? Uh-huh. Let's get the luggage to the airport. We missed our plane. Okay. I didn't care about any of that. I didn't care about any of that little mundane stuff. We missed our plane. So what? We got another plane later that night. My soul was blossoming. My spirit was soaring. And my human self was trying its best to hold on for the ride. Like, wow, Auntie M, we ain't in Kansas no more. Okay? So stop saying, Val, I wish I could go to Sedona with you. We're going to Sedona. We're going to Sedona on my birthday weekend in 2014. The Sedona retreat in 2014 is my birthday weekend, Friday, October 3rd, 2014 to Sunday, October 5th, 2014. My birthday is Saturday night, October 4th. On October 4th, it is a very profound weekend. Why? Because that weekend will be released Confessions of a Christian Witch. Right now, that book, this is my 10th book. By then, it might be my 11th book because there's another book that's stirring in me that may pop out before that book. So that book could well be my 11th book by the time October 4th gets here. We'll see. That book right now sits at 630 pages of pure magic, metaphysics, my walk as a Jehovah's Witness for 26 years, the inner workings of that, the inner workings of my mind, my heart. In this book, I wrote my heart and soul. In addition to that, in this book, we've got letters from you. The letters that I get on social media and on YouTube and by email and by Facebook that warm my heart, that talk about your walk as a Christian witch. Oh my God. Or even as a magical person that may not even call yourself a Christian witch, just as a magical person or even a person just following the call of your soul. And you tell me your stories about that. That's in the book. And then you get parts of my grimoire. Woo! Some of my magic spells and stuff is in there. Woo! That book sits right now at 630 pages. This morning I asked, is this to be 2 books? Yesterday, while I was working on it, while it was bursting out of me, I'm writing. And it doesn't seem like I'm even slowing down with the writing. I'm still writing. We're at 630 pages. Is this to be 2 books? Volume 1, Volume 2. Confessions of a Christian Witch, a book like I have never written before. And I've been blessed and honored to write 9 books as I speak this to you. And I have never written a book like this one. And every book that I've written has been a book of the heart, a book that was a profound move of my spirit, a book that was something in me was wanting to be birthed and it popped out just like a baby. But this book, unlike anything I've ever written, oh, when it hits the fan, it's going to hit the fan, and it comes out on my birthday, October 4th. I'm so honored and so blessed and so grateful. So the ones at the Sedona retreat get to see it in person for the first time, they will actually hold the book in their hands for the first. They will be the first people to have that book in their hands. The next thing I want to say is that weekend we're also going to see Dracula. Isn't it interesting that Dracula Untold comes out October 3rd? It comes out on the eve of my birthday. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. What a powerful and profound story. At that weekend retreat, I am going to teach a tarot intensive. I told someone the other day, Clovette Nicole, that I was speaking with, beautiful, beautiful, powerful coach. I said, I use tarot every day. She said, you do? I said, every day I use tarot. Every day. This morning I pulled cards for what was unfolding in my life, for the wisdom of the master self I am for the day. I will be teaching a tarot intensive at the Sedona retreat. In addition to that, we have a friend of mine, Lance Painter, incredible. He's the author of 2 Foot Soul Gold, 2 Foot Drop Soul Gold. And I'll put a link to his website underneath this video. He will be with us at the Sedona retreat with his book. He is a native of, actually he's from California. He lives in Arizona. And he knows Sedona back and forth. He is one of the amazing, blessed beings of light I met on one of my several trips to Sedona. He and I met, whoa, that's a magical story right there. And we've been friends for years. So you get to meet him, get to hang out with me and all our peeps that will be with us on the retreat. I'm so excited. We've got Luna Sunstar coming. You might remember her from Boost. We have Tina Harris, the Crystal Whisperer, coming. You might remember her from Boost as well. Luz de Alba is coming. She's the amazing author of Illuminating Your Greatness. Oh my God. The beings of light that will be at this retreat, beyond anything that I can tell you. So if your soul is calling you, go. So how do you get there? Sensuoussoul.com, sensuoussoul.com. That's where all of our retreats are. More retreats will be posted coming up soon. Sensuoussoul.com, and there you'll be able to register for the retreat. All you got to do is do a deposit of $197. When you do your deposit of $197, it commits you to saying, I'm taking action. I'm going in that direction. It's a yes, I'm going. Not just, oh, I want to go. I wish I could go. Do you know how weak that is in the universe? It's very weak. It doesn't get you any response. It doesn't get you the support of the universe. Remember that quote that says, as soon as one commits oneself, then the universe rises up to meet you. Until you commit, the universe is like, you ain't serious. Sit down somewhere till you get yourself some commitment. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. I love you. Remember, life loves you so much. You are the beloved of God. You are the apple of God's eye. You are everything God thought of when God thought of you. God thought of you and thought of all of these wondrous capabilities and qualities and ideas and swirled you up, and here you are. You are everything God said you are. Own it. Be blessed. Mwah.